President Trump was sitting in the Oval Office, eating a Big Mac and staring at a map of North America like it had insulted him personally. His gaze zeroed in on Canada. It's just sitting there, he muttered to no one in particular. So polite, so empty, so neighborly. He squinted. Why can't it be ours? What is Justin even doing up there? Within hours, Trump's staff, already overworked from dealing with his ideas about Alaska's hidden gold, were scrambling. Phone calls were made. Justin Trudeau, Canada's Prime Minister and internationally recognized polite human being, agreed to meet Trump at the White House. He assumed it was for a conversation about trade or maple syrup. How wrong he was. Justin Trudeau arrived in Washington wearing his best Navy suit, polite smile, and the patience of a kindergarten teacher during snack time. Trump greeted him with a handshake that immediately lasted 10 seconds longer than comfortable. Justin's smile faltered. How do you do, Mr. President? Trump grinned. Great. Best handshaker ever. You know that, right? Tremendous grip strength. I could win arm wrestling championships. Justin tried to pull his hand back. It didn't move. Mr. President, let's make Canada the 51st state. Justin blinked. He'd been prepared for strange requests. Maybe something about putting a Trump golf course in Vancouver. But this? I'm sorry. What? You heard me. Trump leaned in. Canada, you're holding out on me. Justin, you've got trees. You've got moose. People love your poutine. Tremendous food. He waggled a finger. I've thought it through. I'll be Governor Trump of Canada. I already have a hotel in Vancouver. It just makes sense. That's not how this works, Justin replied, still trying to pry his hand free. Canada is a sovereign nation. Trump's eyes sparkled. Not yet. Justin laughed nervously. Mr. President, you're joking, right? Trump's smile faded into steely seriousness. Does this look like a man who's joking? Well, this is a deal. Justin, you love deals. All Canadians love deals. They buy stuff in bulk. I've been to Costco. He tightened his grip on Justin's hand. We shake on it. We settle it the old-fashioned way. The winner takes Canada. Justin's eyebrows shot up. I'm sorry. What? Handshake battle. 3 days. Winner gets Canada. Mr. President, that's absurd. I can't possibly. Are you scared? Justin, you seem scared. Sad. Justin's Canadian pride flared up. Fine. He snapped, smiling politely but tightly. We'll shake, but when I win, you'll drop this idea forever. Deal? And so it began. For 3 full days, Donald Trump and Justin Trudeau shook hands. It was an event that defied logic, human biology, and the laws of international diplomacy. Reporters flocked to the room like confused pigeons. Twitter exploded with the hashtag handshake apocalypse. Both men sat facing each other, eyes locked, their expressions stone-cold serious, arms pumping furiously in a handshake that could have powered a mid-sized city. Day one was a spectacle. Doctors advised against it. Humans aren't meant to handshake for more than 10 minutes, one warned. It's unnatural. Justin's aides brought him maple syrup energy drinks and poutine. Trump's team supplied him with Diet Cokes and McNuggets delivered straight to his chair. By day 2, the room smelled like sweat and takeout. Reporters from every news network had their cameras glued to the bizarre showdown. Conspiracy theorists suggested that the handshake was opening a wormhole to another dimension. Meanwhile, Trump's hand never faltered. He was powered by sheer stubbornness and decades of aggressive deal-making. Justin, to his credit, was holding strong too, fueled by quiet Canadian determination and maple pride. At one point, Justin smiled through clenched teeth. I'm not giving up, Donald. Trump shot back. I eat deals like this for breakfast, Justin, with hash browns. By day 3, things had taken a surreal turn. Both men's hands were visibly swollen. Someone had to manually feed Trump a McKicken because he refused to let go. Justin's team considered calling the Canadian military, but they feared an international incident. Suddenly, on our 72, Justin blinked. Can we stop now? He whispered hoarsely. Trump's grin widened. Is that surrender? Justin sighed, his arm trembling. Yes, Donald. You win. Canada is yours. Trump released the handshake with a dramatic flourish. Tremendous. Best handshake win ever. No one could have done what I did. I crushed it. He leaned back and took a celebratory swig of Diet Coke while Justin slumped over, mumbling something about needing ice for his arm. The room erupted into chaos. Reporters were screaming. Trump's aides were high-fiving. Trudeau's team looked like they'd seen ghosts. Canada had officially lost its sovereignty in a handshake. Back in Canada, citizens were understandably baffled. "We're part of America now," one man asked, clutching a maple leaf flag. "Do I need to start eating more burgers?" Trump made quick work of his new title as Governor of Canada. He announced plans to build a Trump Tower on every Moose reservation and renamed Tim Hortons to Trump Hortons. His approval ratings in Canada were surprisingly decent, largely because his policy of offering free McNuggets to every Canadian on Fridays had caught on. However, trouble was brewing. Justin Trudeau, recovering from his 3-day defeat, was quietly plotting in a cabin deep in the Canadian Rockies. He spent weeks training with lumberjacks, wrestlers, and grizzled hockey players. He ate nothing but maple syrup and Timbits. His forearms were now the size of small logs. Then, on a cold winter morning, Justin returned. "Donald," he declared at a press conference, "I challenge you to a rematch." Trump adjusted his red tie. "Justin, you don't want this. I always win." Justin held up a hockey stick. "Best of 3. Hockey match. Canadian rules." Trump's brow furrowed. "Fine. I like hockey. Tremendous sport. People hit each other. It's great." The rematch took place on an outdoor rink in Ottawa. Trump arrived wearing a gold jersey with Governor Trump emblazoned on the back. Justin skated out in his old Team Canada jersey, greeted by thunderous applause. What followed was a hockey game so bizarre it broke the internet. Trump fell over roughly 12 times in the first 5 minutes, blaming the very slippery ice. Justin scored goal after goal, and after the full hours, Canada won in a 30-0 blowout. Canada is free again, Trudeau declared, hosting a maple leaf flag as fireworks exploded in the sky. The crowd erupted with chants of "Oh Canada." Trump, meanwhile, sat on the bench, sipping a Diet Coke. "It was rigged," he muttered. "Fake ice." In the end, Canada regained its independence. Justin Trudeau reclaimed his title as Prime Minister, and Trump returned to Washington, where he announced plans to annex Greenland instead. "They've got ice. I like ice," he explained. "It's a better deal." No one ever spoke of the 3-day handshake battle again, except for the statues erected in both Washington and Ottawa depicting Trump and Trudeau locked in an eternal handshake. It was titled the dumbest battle in human history,